Welcome to the English News of Bình Phuoc Radio, Television and Newspaper. I'm Thục Anh. Now following are the headlines as usual. 301 outstanding people with disability, patrons honored. Best songs about Binh Phuoc to be selected. Government Law Building section discusses 4 bills. Vietnamese and Chinese young Coast Guard officials share professional experience. Con Tum Ngọc Linh ginseng seed harvest season sets in. And now are the details. The Provincial People Committee of Binh Phuoc recently held the 8th conference honoring 301 people with disabilities and orphan children with excellent academic achievements as well as outstanding patrons.
Local people with disabilities and orphans have worked hard to overcome the challenges and spread hope and optimism in the community. Authorities at all levels have paid due regard to caring for and providing support to the vulnerable groups through organizing vocational training courses and cultural and sporting events. With the spirit of leaving no one behind, many benefactors join hands with the party and state efforts, donating more than 83.2 billion Vietnam dong to ensure social welfare for local people in unlucky circumstances during the 2021-2023 period.
Outstanding songs about the land and people of Binh Phuoc will be selected through a contest held by the Provincial Department of Culture, Sport and Tourism.
At a recent meeting held by the Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism, participants had an in-depth discussion on content rules, which cover the specific requirements for songwriters and entries, price, and expenditure for each organization. Selected songs must be promoted widely to create a lasting impression on the public. The songs will be used for localities' communications work, encouraging people from all walks of life to do their best to build a prosperous Binh Phuoc province.
More than 206,000 students in Binh Phuoc province has held insurance cards as of the end of July, accounting for 89.47% of all local students and 9% higher than the number at the end of July last year, according to Binh Phuoc Social Security.
Bù Đăng and Đông Phú districts in Bình Long Town saw all students register for medical insurance. Meanwhile, the number joining the health insurance scheme rose sharply in Hớn Quản, Lộc Ninh, Bù Đốp, and Bù Gia Mập districts, up by between 15 and 29% against last year. Notably, since the beginning of the 2022-2023 academic year, more than 3,500 health insurance cards worth some 1.4 billion Vietnam dong were presented to disadvantaged students. The province is striving to have all students covered by the medical insurance scheme during the 2023-2024 academic year.
A government meeting on law building took place on August 24th. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính chaired the event.
Opening the session, Prime Minister Chin said that institution building is one of the 3 strategic breakthroughs that the government is focusing on. Participants discussed the draft capital law, revised, the draft law on road traffic order safety, the draft road traffic law, and the draft law on defense industry security, and encouragement. Since the beginning of this tenure, the government has held 19 law building sessions, while submitting 35 draft laws, ordinances and resolutions to the National Assembly for approval. Law building and perfection have contributed to removing difficulties and obstacles, smoothing resources for strong and sustainable development, settling problems in the reality, and creating a legal corridor for new issues, he said. He also asked for close coordination among relevant agencies during the process of building the bills.
The National Assembly Standing Committee continued its 25th session on August 24th. We have more in the following report.
During the meeting of the National Assembly Standing Committee in Hanoi, the latest revised version of the revised draft law on real estate business was tabled for examination. The revised draft law on real estate business has removed a stipulation requiring real estate transactions to be conducted on real estate trading floors and instead only encourages the practice. A number of adjustments have also been made, including a maximum deposit rate of 10% of the sale or lease purchase price. It introduces provisions that require parties to clearly state the sale or lease purchase price in the deposit agreement, thereby ensuring responsibility and contract enforcement.
Young Vietnamese and Chinese Coast Guard officials held a roundtable meeting on August 24. The event is a part of the third exchange program between the Coast Guard of the two countries.
At the event, they discussed political and ideological work in maritime law enforcement and marine environment protection in a question and answer format to share experience and effective measures. On the occasion, both sides introduced their functions, duties, and activities, thereby raising mutual understanding among young officers and between the two forces. Within the framework of the exchange program, the young officers took part in various activities to improve the effectiveness of their work.
Ngọc Linh ginseng has been likened to a national treasure of Vietnam. Over decades, people, businesses, and authorities in the Central Highlands province of Con Tum province have succeeded in preserving precious genetic resources. Such an achievement, however, has been anything but straightforward for local growers of Ngọc Linh ginseng.
For a month now, Con Tum province has been in the Ngọc Linh ginseng seed harvest season, preparing to plant a new crop. However, it hasn't been easy for local growers to obtain seeds in the precious variety. In order to protect ginseng seeds from birds and rodents, local people must remain vigilant. The Department of Science and Technology of Con Tum province recently granted its very first geographical indication certificates to Ngọc Linh ginseng products from 2 local companies. After receiving the certificates, the companies must affix geographical indication labels to their Ngọc Linh ginseng products. Over 1,700 hectares of ginseng are currently being cultivated in the districts of Tu Morong and Dak Lai. Ngọc Linh ginseng, or Vietnamese ginseng, a rare medical root containing 52 sapnin compounds, helpful to human health, was discovered on Ngọc Linh Mountain, on the border between Con Tum and Quang Nam provinces in the late 1960s. Among the world's most precious, the ginseng was approved as a national product, under a prime ministerial decision in 2017.
And that's all for today on BPTV News. Once again, thanks for watching and goodbye for now.